it can be either that Flashpoint or the I'm trying to remember what's the movie that's after that's coming out. But them movies gonna probably be the one that's gonna like where it's like you know how the movies where it breaks down each movie has a connection to it where it's like
Yeah.
so I think it probably might be that Flashpoint one because I know that's when they either gonna reset things or where we probably gonna just have a whole new different time at that point. And then I don't know if you heard. I don't know if it's true or not. I just found this out today. Did you hear about Jason Momoa stepped out as Aquaman?
You know what? I did. I heard him trying to pursue the role of Lobo.
Lobo. That's what I heard he's doing though.
Yeah.
So that's what I heard. So I heard he's leaving to play Aquaman to play Lobo now, which is like people like how can that work? Flashpoint you can make that work. For Flashpoint you can
Honestly,
make that
I'll be
work.
real, bruh.
Him
I'll
is
be
Lobo though
totally
too, bro.
real.
I ain't gonna lie.
I could see him playing Lobo,
Yeah,
bruh.
that's like the Wolverine of
if
like DC, bro. I can see that with him, bro.
bruh, because I mean, if you look at Lobo's character build, like if you look at his comic, if you look at Jason Momoa, bruh, he looked like Lobo,
Yeah, he
like with
looks
the
like him
hair
too.
and
Yep.
like literally. Here's the thing: all they would have to do is obviously give him the makeup and do a little bit of either do a little bit of CGI on him because Lobo was hella buff. He like a big, right? Like he's a giant. And he a really big dude, probably like 7.5 feet and like huge. So if they did like a little bit of not too much, but if they did a little bit of CGI on him, like they kind of did Josh Brolin for Thanos, but not like that, but kind of gave him a little more like mask, and they put like the like they gave him the glowing eyes with the paint and everything and the black hair.
Right.
He would kill that because I'm gonna be honest, Jason Momoa's characteristics and his mannerisms are more like Lobo than Aquaman could ever be. Like,
Yeah.
like
I ain't even gonna lie.
how
I
he's
was shocked when he played Aquaman, even though he played a good Aquaman. I was just like, it was so weird
yeah,
seeing that first because you usually look
yeah,
at Aquaman as a
exactly.
white person. So I think that's
Yeah,
what they're gonna do. They're gonna just go to the original route with Aquaman. You know what I'm saying, and just make him as Lobo. Which in
yeah,
DC at
like
this point you can do that.
that
You know
would
what I'm saying?
honestly that would be great because like let's be honest, bro. Jason Momoa in real life, he just kind of like a I don't give a damn type person. Like that's what he seemed like, right? And that's exactly how Lobo's character is. Lobo is snobby. I compare Lobo's character with Marvel's Gambit. How they both interact and how they talk is kind of the same. Like Lobo was like a country street type dude. He talked like, yeah, man, like you know what I'm saying? Like the way he talked is like, and he be smoking. He's just very hipster. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Gambit. You know, Gambit is like, yeah, man, like you know he play with the cars and stuff, and it's like, you know, like how Remy talks, like those type of characters. I feel like Channing Tatum was great as a pick. I don't know if he's still going that route with him with Gambit, but I feel like Lobo is. I feel like Jason Momoa that would fit his character way more. Like,
Yeah, I said the same thing
period.
too. Yeah, yeah, I could definitely see that working, bro. I feel like they're like, I mean, we always been saying that DC
I'm
just
following
trying to
up.
figure out what to do with these movies, but I'm like, where it's been at in terms of last year. I ain't gonna lie, I've been liking it since Peacemaker came out, bro. Like, cause people been really be
Yeah,
trying to like shade down to DC, which I can understand in terms of Justice League and something like anything, but beyond like before the Snyder cut, I completely understand because all the movies was just complete, just all over the place from Wonder Woman '84 and all that before was just it was just bad, bro. But I'm
yeah,
like from Snyder cut to now, bro. I'm like I actually approve where this is going. Like they can actually build this from Snyder cut to like where it's at with Black Adam now. Like they can actually create like basically how they did like a phase with MCU. Like that can be a phase right there. Like lead just based off
yeah,
that. So I'm like I like how they doing that, and then like how they having Superman having him connected to all these main characters. It's funny how he connected to all the like the main like powerful type of like they got magic and all like that. So I'm like they clearly gonna have like the big battle between him and they gonna obviously build up the Rock Black Adam's battles with Superman, the Shazam and all like that. Like I thought they have to show how evil intentions this man can be. Whereas like he's willing to go toe to toe with Superman, where he wanted to kill him off. And so Shazam, I have
yeah.
a feeling he might kill off the Wizards. I hope he do because I'm like, isn't that technically what he do in the comics anyway? Where he kill off the seven wizards, and that's when him and Shazam have the battle off. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm like,
You know, and that's my thing too because I know it says Shazam, Gods of Fury. I'm like, is Black here's the thing that I hope they don't do. I hope that they don't make it about somebody else, because I'm like, Black Adam has to be in that movie for it to make sense if it's involved in the Wizards.
Right. Yeah.
If he ain't, and that's gonna be weird. Like, cause it's, I don't know.
Like,
but
you can't bring no out of nowhere Wizards be like, oh, I was a whole brains of this operation. Like, no, bro. Like, nah, bro. Cause I'm like, the fact that he was in the first one threw me off anyway. But I understand, like, it's clear they were just trying to get the Rock to play Black Adam the whole time. But now you got it. Now it's like,
you know what? So that's the whole point. They kind of, I'm not gonna lie, well, they didn't explain that in Black Adam, but they explained it a little bit in Shazam.
Yeah, they did when he had the hoodie on. They was basically saying like the Dark Wizard was like, and they showed they showed like a kind of like a CGI like version of like him.
Yeah, like a little, like they showed like a little like it looked like a, what do you call it? Like a little digital table kind of.
Yeah, like a digital, right? They showed like Black Adam destroying like Kondak, whatever. Like it was something like that.
Yeah, they showed them. They said they had the Wizard that chose. So here's the thing: they said the Wizard had chose the champion, but the champion wasn't the son. It had to be. See, that's the thing that threw me off, because they said that the Wizards had chosen whatchamacallit, and because of pride and ego and stuff like that, the champion became egotistical, turned on the gods, and released the 7 deadly sins. So I'm like, but that's not what happened in Black Adam, unless he did that after, but there's okay. Unless he did that,
but the way you saying it wasn't like that. Yeah, you right. I mean, technically like, he did, but the way he did it,
unless he did that after, like,
right?
I'm thinking they kind of explained it in Shazam, because he was imprisoned and the chick did release him.
Yeah. But
they didn't say. They said in the movie that he pretty much, remember how he lost control and he destroyed everything.
Right. Yeah.
Then they said that he was in prison like that, which kind of made you go, okay, kind of feel bad for him, because if you lost your son and your wife and some assassins were sent after you, wouldn't you go to the source of the problem too? Okay, but then how did 7 deadly sins get released if they didn't explain? Like, so I think they kind of retconned that a little bit to kind of make it like, okay, he's not really completely evil, but he still is an anti-hero / villain, because like he kind of destroyed a little bit of Kondak because of his rage. Like, that's kind of how they put it. They kind of flipped it a little bit, because like, I don't know. I guess we'll get it explained a little more in Shazam 2, hopefully. Because I want to actually, now that you brought that up, I want to know what happened.
Right, just like you said, like they got the origin story and stuff out the way, but it's like the direction of where it's going. It's like if we don't connect to Shazam, where does the story go? Unless y'all just trying to, which I hope they don't do, where they'll just try to use him as a marketing piece for DC. You know what I'm saying? It's like just because they know this movie became like a marketing price for them. You know what I'm saying? They'll just use him to just be like, just have all these characters just go off of this. You know what I'm saying? Just back off this story. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I just hope they just keep it just originally how it was supposed to, like with the 7 Wizards like that. Which is I'm pretty sure they will. I'm like, it wouldn't even make no sense if they did, like if they didn't. Even though I was hearing, like, I seen a little interview because I actually heard The Rock wasn't even trying to be in it. Like I seen this interview with him, and he was basically like, they asked him what he thought about, and he straight up was like, he didn't like it. He was just straight up like forward with it, and he was explaining why he. I think he was just being sarcastic. But he was explaining why he didn't. So I was like, oh, I'm thinking, is he being sarcastic or he being dead ass serious? Because he really started to like break down like his difference between Black Adam and Shazam and all like that. So I was like, oh shit, I didn't know if he was being sarcastic, he was being serious. But I was like, oh shit. So I was like, but I knew that was probably because I'm like, something about Shazam was all too, but the fact that they didn't have Black Adam and all like that in it. So I was kind of like, I don't know. At least they announced, like they teased and all like that in it. But I'm like, hopefully in the new one they do that, because I'm like, it wouldn't make no sense. Just like how we was watching all them Venom movies with no Spider-Man, it was like, bruh, it's hard to watch this with no Peter Parker in it, bruh. Like, I just can't do it.
Right? Like, bruh, like, where is this dude at, bruh? Like, you over here causing havoc. Like, people chasing you down. Like,
right, now they gonna find a way to get it in. Man, bruh, but that was... Is there anything that you want to put before we wrap this up, bruh?
Man, nah, man. I mean, I think, we pretty much touched up on everything. And yeah, bro, it's solid.
Yeah, I just pretty much want to say I approve Black Adam, to be honest. Like I think it was pretty. I
Yeah,
think it was watchable. I ain't gonna praise it, say it was like it was all that. It really was not all that. But I'm like, I can
yeah,
definitely see where this is like they definitely gonna continue the DCU like this journey off this story. You know what I'm saying? Especially the fact you brought
yeah,
Superman in it too. So I'm like, hey, you can't
yeah.
not bring Superman in and not go forward with this at this point. Now, in fact, you got The Rock, you got Henry Cavill on the same screen, bro. Like,
Yeah, exactly, bro.
you
Like,
might as well
yeah,
go
you
all
gotta,
board with this now, bro. Might as well, bro.
you got to.
Hell
Yeah, if there
yeah, I
ain't
gotta
nothing
get
else,
ready
bro.
right now.
Solid, bro. Cool video. You know what I'm saying? And then until next time, I get, we'll try to get on with everybody. And
Yeah, bro. Cause
yeah, man, smooth.
yeah, cause I already know everybody been busy. Cause I realized last video we did, I believe it was on the Batman shit, and I was like, damn, near almost like 8-9 months ago. So, and I know we've been chopping
It
up
ain't been
about
that
it, but
long, huh?
yeah, it's been a minute. I was looking back on it because I'm about to do like the little anniversary thing for the videos he did over the year. And I was just like, damn. I'm like, damn, it was like 8-9 months ago. Like, I didn't even realize it because
And that's right, because we was on the phone. We was on the phone with P, huh?
right, yeah. And I'm like, that was so long ago. And I remember when the Batman came out. That was almost like it was then about almost a year ago when it came out.
Yeah,
Almost.
when did it come out in January this year?
It was like yeah, around like was it like around February, March, something like that. It was
Like January, February, I think. Yeah, I think it came. Let me see. Dang, the Batman, because we surely did it like maybe a week or two after it came out. Let me see.
yeah,
The Batman.
yeah. That was man, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
think
came
the only ones
out
we did,
March 4th. You're right, March 4th. So we did it in March. Dang. So it's been like, yeah, like you said, it's been like 9 months down there. 9 months. Dang.
that's why I was like, I'll at
Woo!
least try to get at least one video in before the year is over. Because I'm like, I believe the only ones we
Man,
did was Boba Fett
dude.
and I think the only ones we did was Boba Fett and Batman this year. So I was like, damn. But I understand everybody been busy and everything, and I've been dealing with hella this year too. So I was just like, I just want to get shit out the way first. You know what I'm saying? When the time is
Yeah,
right. But
yeah.
I was like, it's all good when the time is right. I know we all get on here because I was gonna save up for the Star Wars. I know they want to talk about Andor and Tales of the
Oh, yeah,
Jedi,
yeah.
and I ain't gonna lie
Sure.
with you, bro. I was about to give up on Andor. I was about to tell Frank that, bro, because I was watching. By the time I got episode 4, I'm like,
Well,
this
Frank,
show
Frank,
going hella slow. But by the time I got to episode 5 and 6, I'm like, now I'm like, okay, I can stop watching now because I'm like, I'm tired of all this extra ass dollar. I'm like, where's the story going, bro? Like, I'm like,
I know
I like the
it
familiar
was.
faces and like these known like actors, but I'm like, get to the damn point. I'm like, I'm tired of all this like extra ass dialogue, bro. Like, is y'all trying to
Yeah,
blueprint off Rogue One? Like, what is y'all trying to do, bro? Like, that's why I
yeah, it
wasn't
was.
feeling that first. But then after episode 5, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling it now.
Yeah, it was definitely. Out of every show that came out that we watched, bro, Star Wars wise, this was for sure the slowest. Like, I'm like, okay, like episode 1, I was like, okay, I kind, and then episode 2, I was like, oh, all right, and I'm thinking episode 3 is gonna get to like something crazy, or 4. I'm like, all right, and then episode 4, I'm like. I still got hope for it because it's Star Wars. I'm like, okay, like I know they're gonna probably say. And then episode 5, I'm like, oh, okay, finally we get somewhere. Like I'll be honest, the episode when he got caught, when he got captured, that's when
Yeah.
everything started. Like,
The part when he got caught and he was in there with Andy Serkis that part
yeah.
that's when it was like that's when it was getting real because they was clearly had to come out with a escape route. So I'm like, this is where it's about to get real now. So I'm like,
And the crazy thing to me was when episode 6, when they found out that they was getting killed off secretly. I was like, no. And then like they had to come up with a plan, bro, to literally escape.
bro. Yeah, that
Like
was dope.
that was dope. Like I was like, I mess with that. So yeah, like you said, that's when it started getting good. That's when it was like, and then later on, it started showing them starting to build started pretty much like the rebellion started.
right.
Like
Yeah.
they tired of this empire stuff. Like I was like, okay, this show cool. You know, it was slow as heck, but I watched it, I finished it, and right after that, I got straight to Tales of the Jedi. So we're gonna save all that.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
know what
say
I'm
that
saying?
for them too,
Next
because I
time.
already know they gonna be going in on that. So I'm gonna just say that for them too.
Yeah.
When it took me a minute to get into these Rogue One type of characters, 'cause I only seen Rogue One once, even though I know how good that story is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I know of like anything based off like the Skywalker saga. Like I know Ahsoka and I know like Senator Organa and all like that. Like I know about all that. So I'm like, so when I seen
Yeah.
that part, I'm like, I could connect to this. Even though it was only 15 minutes long, I knew exactly like I was enjoying what I was watching. It was immediately giving me like flashbacks, like just like how
Yeah,
everything was setting up, lead to a major event. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I like how they
yeah.
did that. That was pretty dope. But
It was
yeah,
solid. So yeah, man, we'll definitely, hopefully next week or something like that, or maybe the week after, whatever, when everybody good, we hop on that because I know I got a lot to talk about it. You do, Frank, Deontay, like it's gonna be yeah. And then with everything coming up, the Bad Batch dropping next month, like
Wait, Bad Batch? They making a season 2 already?
Yep, it's coming out January, the beginning of January.
Damn, I didn't even know it was a season 2 and it was coming out next month. Damn.
Yep. I seen the trailer for it. I was like, oh, so.
Okay, for sure. We definitely gonna talk about that for sure too.
Yeah, bro. It's gonna get real with the Star Wars next year, bro. Because you got Ahsoka, you got Bad Batch, Ahsoka, and freaking season 3 of Mandalorian coming out. So it's gonna be.
That's when we gonna be talking about the Star Wars, and that's when we gonna be for sure be on that for sure. Cause that's what got me back into it, was watching Mandalorian season 3 for sure. I mean, with Mandalorian just in general, yeah. But man, bro, I appreciate you taking your time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hopping up on here with me, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
We definitely already know. So yeah, man. Man, for sure. Appreciate the video, and you already know when you done, man. Take your time on it, and then send it out, and we'll share it and all stuff like that. So it's all good. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. You have to hit that, cuz I'm seeing you, man.
For sure, bro. Love you, bro. I'll talk to you soon, bro.
Yep. Much love, man.
Peace,
yep.
Bro.
Love you and the fan. Peace. I'll see you.
What's up?